Hi, I'm Eve Pearl, and I'm going to show you now the Eve Pearl method of applying fake eyelashes, okay? We're going to start out. Let me show you some options. This is the Ultimate, number 101 Ultimate Eyelashes. These are number 102 Au Naturel ones, and this one is 103, the Diva. I personally am going to go with the 101, the Ultimate Eyelashes, okay? Now, here's a great trick that I figured out, and I'd like to share with you. You know how there's a rim around the lash when you remove it? There's a little plasticky area, which is basically when you remove a lash, there's usually a little plasticky area here. It's clear and shiny. I don't like having to see that because you're going to usually have to go over it with a liner. I like to actually take the Black Pearl Smudge Proof eyeliner, and I like to fill this whole area in with the black first, you know, so that when you take it off, you're not going to be seeing that rich. So basically I'm going to color this whole thing in, okay, so that you don't see any of it the way I did this one. And you need to make sure that before you do anything else that your eyes are aligned. Even though mine have been lined already, I'm going to just show you how to line your eyes again. You make sure that you take your liner, hold it parallel up against your eye. This is the Black Pearl Smudge Proof, and I'm going to line my eyes. I want to have a nice line that's going to basically, the reason you want to put an eyeliner first is you want it to mask in case you don't reach the lash line close and there's some skin. You don't want to be able to see that. So you want to make sure that there's a sufficient liner there. Okay, so you see, you want to make it stronger than it was before. I'm going to do the same thing on both eyes. And since I painted the lashes first, the fake lashes, they're drying, and during that time is when you're going to paint your lashes so that you have your substantial eyeliner mark. Now during this time you can smudge this out or you can leave it as is. And now I'm going to take my Ultimate eyelashes, the Eve Pearl Ultimate Lashes, take a tweezer. I'm going to remove from the outside edge. Remove always from the outside, not the inside, the outside of the edge. I'm going to take the lashes, and you have to measure them. The way you measure them is you take the lash and you put it by your lashes as close to the inner part of your eye as possible to see how far you can go. You always have to cut lashes because very few people's eyes are as long as the fake lash. So you see, if I was to put this on this way, I would have to cut at least 2 or 3 from the outside. Otherwise, I'd have really, really long caterpillars on my eyes. So you take your lash, fake lash, and you're going to cut from the outside part of the lash. So I'm going to cut the outside, like, let's say three of it. I'm going to cut that so it's gone. And also from the inside of the lashes, there's usually some sort of little tip. Make sure you cut that off as well, okay? So we've cut that off. Now we're going to take the Eve Pearl Black Eyelash Glue. I'm going to show you why. Because when you use black eyelash glue, when it's wet, it's going to be gray. And when it's dry, it's going to be matte. Ta-da! So we're going to take the glue. We're going to use the black eyelash glue, the Eve Pearl Black Eyelash Glue. And you see when it's wet, it is sort of grayish, and when it dries, it's going to dry matte black. And the reason we're using the black glue, which is waterproof, is when it dries, it's going to dry black and not clear, so you don't have to go over it anymore with a liner. So if you notice, I'm doing a thin coat of glue that's going on the bottom part of the lash. You see, it's a very, very thin coat, and you just want to go over it about 2 or 3 times, just to make sure that it's enough, but not too much glue on it. Now, this is the hard part, the tricky part. You're going to take your finger, you're going to take your tweezer and your finger. If you can get a hold of 2 tweezers, that would be even better. Let me try with 2 tweezers. If you can get a hold of 2 tweezers, even better. Take 2 tweezers, your lash, curl it, and when applying it on yourself, you want to make sure you get the placement in the center first, and you put it right down in the center. So first you place it right in the center. Once you have placement, you want to glue the inside part down. You want to glue the outside part down. Once you've glued them and you haven't, oops, if it starts popping out, make sure you glue both sides, everything down. Once it's glued, this is what you want to do. You want to make sure that you flip, you turn the bottom part down here, have it so it glues, the glue dries while this is down. And the part on the outside, you want to just give it a little flip up. You just want to sort of like raise it up a little bit. So the inside part, you're pushing down, and the outside part, you're pushing up like this. Okay? So you're giving yourself a beautiful little, it's just going to give you a nice flow to your lash. It's going to look very, very natural as fake eyelashes can look. Okay, so now we're going to take the second one, again, pulling it out from the outside. And now that we know that we cut 3 off the one side, we no longer have to measure this one. Just cut 3 off the other side. Cut 3 off the outside. And also cut the inner little tip. Right, the same process. Now this will take you some practice to do it on yourself, so don't be frustrated. It's not so easy to do, but give it a couple of tries. Eventually you will get it. Okay, so we are going to do a thin coating of glue, the black eyelash glue. We're going to take our tweezer, hold the inside, and again, it's different when you do it on somebody else than when you do it on yourself. It's actually harder to do it on yourself. So you see we're doing like a little curvature here, so it's easier to apply. Then we're going to get close to our eyes and try to first figure out where it's going to go. And once you have the placement, you make sure it grabs onto the center part first, and then put the inner, and then put the outer. And make sure that everything is glued to your skin. You want to be as close to your lash line, but on your skin, not on your lashes. And once you have it glued, then you're going to turn the inner part down and the outer part up. See, the inner part should be glued going down, the outer part should be glued going up. And that's how you want this to dry. You see? Now once these dry, usually you see you never have to put liner on top anymore because now it's going to dry and it's going to be matte black. And every once in a while just keep an eye on both sides to make sure they're not running away, they're not moving, because while the glue is still dry, the lashes can still move and change position. So just keep an eye on them. And if you place them a little bit too high, make sure you move them down. If it's poking you, if it's hurting you, you're going to have to remove them. And this will come with practice. So just, again, do not give up. Keep practicing. So now I have the lashes. And once they dry, I'm going to take my mascara. This is our Glamour Lash. Okay, again, you twirl it, take your mascara out. Here's the key, okay, on connecting your fake lashes and the real lashes. You're going to put your finger right behind the lashes. We're going to weave the 2 lashes together. So we're going to make sure we get a decent amount of mascara on our brush. Okay, we got a decent amount of mascara. We're going to take our pinky finger, gently place it on your eyelid, and you can actually lift your eyelid a little bit, and you're going to weave your real lashes with these fake lashes. And once you weave them together, there's not going to be any line of demarcation. Like you won't be able to see, oh, where the fake lashes start and the real lashes end. And if there's a part on the outside that's a little bit more unruly, take the tip part of your mascara wand, because that has the most product, and just work them in together. Okay? So they become one. Take the part now that you have mascara on your finger, make sure you clean it off before you move on to the second lash. Otherwise you're going to get mascara on it. So again, take your mascara wand, put your finger gently on your lid, and work the 2 sets of lashes, your real lashes and your fake lashes together. Don't be scared, you can lift your eye, and this will ensure they become one. Okay? And again, usually the outside tips don't want to join so much. They want to be unruly, so use the tip of your mascara wand, and now you've done it. Fake lashes are on, and you never have to line your eyes. So that's the fake eyelash application. And what I used really was the ultimate eyelashes. Here's what they look like while I was putting the stuff. Alrighty, have a good day. Don't forget, subscribe to Eve Pearl and check us out online, evepearl.com.